Hello and welcome to my channel Crafting with me, Indiana Jones, and welcome to what I like to call Cleanapalooza. Myself and many of my crafty creative friends decided to get together to inspire you to get your craft space ready to go for the new year. Now I know it can be daunting, but with friends, anything can happen, right? So let's get to cleaning and let's get inspired. Alright, let's see how bad it is. Oof! Oh yes, that's why we closed the door. I am so blessed that I have an actual room, because many times this mess would transfer to the dining room, to the kitchen counter. I know there are some of you out there that are still kitchen counter and dining room table crafters, so I feel very blessed that I have a door to open to this mess. But although I have an abundance of riches in what I call craft supplies, this is very counter efficient for me because the overwhelm and unable to find my items when I need them really do not help. So that is my first expression as to starting my craft cleaning. And this, I love this little thing. If you can get one of those little grabby things, they're fantastic. Things from like fairy lights. It's just crazy. So the best thing to do is just roll up your sleeves if you have them and get started. Just 1 hour a day, if it's all you can give. It just takes time. Realize that it takes time. Oh yes, I had this door. I had gotten rid of the closet doors, but for whatever reason I still had one closet door in there. Christmas wrapping paper. How much Christmas wrapping paper does one person need, especially when they're children? I mean, some of these are when my kids were little. And there I am with my handy dandy grabber. My handy dandy grabber. I know I should do more exercise and bend over, but sometimes you just get exhausted. So use your handy dandy grabber and grab all those things that are on the floor. Now you're wondering, why, Annie, do you have so many items on the floor? Well, I had so many things in the way that I couldn't get to some of these items that are on the floor. I just started picking up flowers, picking up whatever I could find. I do have bins outside of this area to help me organize. Now it seems that every nook and cranny in my craft space was taken up by a lot of junk. Yes, why did I have that like one little branch? It didn't make sense. So here I'm trying to just gather up all of my florals and reorganizing my floral wall, as you can see there. And what I used there was, it's a metal mesh, not mesh, but a metal drawer that I found, believe it or not, in the side of the road. So I have like 3 or 4 of them stacked one on top of the other, and that's what I use to organize my flowers. And I love having my floral wall because it's so easy to find exactly what I'm looking for. I try to organize them by season or by color, as you can see there, and I found all of these roses that I forgot I had because they were covered up by other items. So it's important for me to weed through what I have. Like, look at this. I had this vine, this Valentine's Day vine that I bought last year. Now I have it ready to go for the new holiday season, for Valentine's Day. I love my little carts. I use my carts all the time, but here I have to reorganize my carts because they were in a corner where I really couldn't get to them. So it was always such a mess. Now here I'm organizing all of my supplies. As you can see, I have one little clear bin that I was using to gather all of the brushes, all of the sponges that I had stashed away in other locations. I'm going to keep them all in my tool tray, wheel tray. This is so great because I have 2 working desks. One is taken up by a laser cutter right now, but I have 2 working desks and I can move the items from one to another. Here you can see how I've reorganized all of my paints, and I have my paint brushes there and anything and everything that has to deal with painting. You saw before that I had my paintbrushes on my tool cart, and now I've just moved them over to my paint cart. There's my laser cutter that you can see has taken up most of my space, and that table is much bigger and will allow for my cats to join me as I craft. So that's another necessity. Now here I'm just finding random things that you just put in a corner or stash away in a place, but look at how messy every single area is even my sewing area that I don't use that often. And I actually was able to clear up a whole shelf to be able to move one of my laser cutters to this bottom shelf. And that way it makes a more efficient use of my space. Look at all that. Why do I have like bins and bins and bins? And I have all this vinyl and I have not used them. So I have to put that to good use. And there is, of course, Kuru, who came to help me out. She's always, oh goodness gracious, Kuru. They're always wherever I'm at, they have to be. So yes, she's my cleaning cat for today. Now we can see this is another day. Yes, the day ended and I didn't finish clearing everything up, but I was trying to get all my resin gathered up as well. But you know what? The important thing is to keep going. Get started and keep going, and don't get frustrated and just give up midway. Remember, take segments of your craft space and go one by one and celebrate small achievements. If it's just one shelf, one corner, one area that you've been able to reorganize, well, celebrate that, but not for too long. Just realize you're taking it one step at a time, and make the most of your time and of your efforts, and give yourself some grace. Remember, cleaning and organizing is also a treasure hunt. You'll find things you haven't used before, things you might have needed, things you didn't know that were there because maybe someone has gifted you some supplies. But take the time to reorganize what you have and reestablish what you're going to need for the new craft year. And as embarrassing as it is to show you what a mess I had accumulated through the end of the year, I think it's more important that you understand and see that we all go through this. Don't shame yourself because it's become an unruly mess, but just realize that you have the power to make it better. Look at how much better it looks already, and that's just one shelf area. And I've found more space where I can put away more items, such as all of my glitter that I just had in the way. And I probably won't use so much glitter until next Christmas time, but at least I know where it is and it's nice and neatly stashed away. It's important to always have empty bins on hand to reorganize some of the products that you already have. I love these foldable bins that I got at the Dollar Tree. I don't spend a lot of money on my storage because it's just necessary, but I don't need it to be exactly beautiful or pretty. Here I'm just reorganizing this shelf that I had accumulated a lot of new things, and now I have a whole area where I can store all of my molds for my resin, as well as my resin and my tools and my gloves. They're all in this little corner. So this looks so much better. Now, I'll be honest with you. The rest of the room still needs some help, but as I said, this is a work in progress, but I'm just happy to say that I'm happy with the progress so far. Remember how I mentioned my, oh, look at that. Yes, so this is my outdoor shed where I keep all of my holiday items. And as you can see, oh my goodness, it was such a wreck. But luckily for me, I found a solution outside of just getting rid of everything that's in here. I did find another way to store some items. And there you can see little Luna is doing an initial inspection of Patio Well, this wonderful patio container that I can have like a chest, but it can also be a seating area as well. Luke was kind enough to help me put this together. Actually, he did it all by himself. I didn't help him at all, but he put it together while I was filming, and it was easy as just snapping the 4 sides, actually 5 with the bottom, and a wonderful top as well. And it has hinges so it doesn't just fall. You can have it held up by the hinges so you can put the items away, and it's safe as well. I don't have any small children, but it won't shut on, let's say, the little animals or anything. Speaking of which, our quality control cats were on the scene to make sure that it was all being built according to specifications. As you can see, Kudu is there. She is managing Luke and his installation of the hinges. So there you have it, my patio patio chest. Yes, I do know I have to do some cleaning of my patio, but it's an area that I usually just keep my hurricane shutters on, so now I can have it as seating as well as storage. Thanks to my patio storage, I was able to really clean out my shed and make the best use of this area and even have some empty spaces. No, not to buy more stuff, but to properly put away things that I might have in the house and in my craft room. So thanks again to Patio Well, so that I can have my little craft cottage now to store all my wreaths and all of my decor items for every holiday. Thanks again for stopping by, and if this was any help to you, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And thanks again to all of my friends who joined me for Cleanapalooza. I hope this has inspired you to get the new year started right. And remember, stay safe, be kind, God bless each and every one of you, and live the adventure and give yourself grace during this cleaning process. I'll see you again soon.